What's good? What's good? Look, I'm putting my phone on the charger because I think it's about to go out. Okay. What's good, everyone? Hello there. Good day. What's up? What's up? You know, I should have probably got some water too. I probably should have been more prepared for this, but I am just jumping into it because that's a little bit of the advice that I got for y'all today. So I am going live, and you know I ain't been live in a minute, but it's all good, okay? Because for those of you who do catch me IRL in real life, you know that I am a lurker. So I be on the gram. I be lurking. I probably done sent you a message or two. Okay. If you want me to send you a message, then DM me. What up, Tiana? I got a word for you, girl. When you get to Houston, okay, when we get to talking, I have got a download for you. Anyways, I feel like I always have some type of download. Let me turn my fan on because I know I'm already getting hot. Anyway, so today what I'm talking about, and I'm just I'm taking my own advice. Y'all know how I be getting on here talking about, public speaking, communication, authenticity, expressing yourself, being able to sound just as good as you is. You know what I'm saying? You know how I be talking all that schmack. Well, I'm taking my own advice, okay? But for those of you who are tuning in, as this is might be on your, this might be recorded, you're watching this when I did it a while ago, but it's all good. My name is Shahara, and it sounds like a small country somewhere in the world that you never heard of, but my parents were ambitious, and I'm very grateful for them, right? So, anyways, so in this space, what we were talking about, and I'm going to break it down even further more specifically now, what really calls me to have some conversations about speaking, about communication, about how we show up is really showing up authentically. It's something that I get quite often where it's just like I balance the professional and the ratchet quite effortlessly, and I now take pride in that. But also just saying that there are levels to who we are. We are complex. We are diverse. We are dynamic, and when we show up in certain places, sometimes there is a certain version of us that's expected. And then there's a certain version that we think is expected. And then there's the version that we can just give. And it requires a lot of courage. It requires a lot of confidence to be able to give that version of ourselves that we want to give. That's unique to us. That's true to us. You know how they always say, we ain't new to this, I'm true to this, right? So not giving the new you, but the true you. And there's always a balance in that. So as you continue to, to tune in and holla at me in this space, Arnold, happy early birthday. As you tune in, that's kind of the angle. And not only that, and I think that this is something that I'm personally going through. And I think that now when I be showing up on these things, I'm going to be sharing some personal stuff. Okay. What am I going through? But the challenge that we also have, and I feel it, and I've said this so many times, you've got this amazing experience, you got this amazing expertise, right? You are a leader in your field. You are climbing up that corporate ladder. You see, positioning coming, or you are in position, right? But then sometimes when you open up your mouth, what comes out don't always sound like the boss that you are, the leader that you are. And the other thing that's also playing a part in how I'm be talking to y'all is not only just communicating and speaking in a way that is in alignment with how we've been showing up in life professionally with the expertise and with the experience, but now how does how we position ourselves, how we communicate, how we express ourselves, how does that now change folks around us? Not just changing our circumstances, not just changing, my position, not just better magnifying my persona out in the world, but now if my persona is magnified, if I am better positioned, then what is it that I'm changing in the world, right? And I'm not even going to just say the world, but your space of expertise, right? You're an expert in a certain field. Where that at and how you changing that? So I'm looking at authenticity and I'm looking at authority. And that authority is in a certain space. And when you are showing up and communicating and expressing yourself in a way that matches your level of experience and expertise, if those two things come together, then that also means that you are changing and transforming the spaces and the places and the people around you. In the corporate space, we talk about that being, we are transforming culture, as we say, right? So that's just a little bit of insight as to how, when you show up here, that's how I'm going to be diving into this. And what's the tool? The vehicle is communication. It is speaking. It is through the stories that we tell, which is the reason why I am going to tell more stories about myself. You're going to learn more about me. But I'm really, 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 really good, really good at taking experiences and turning it into practices that make us better, right? So more of that to come. Anyways, where is the master class? It's coming. For real though, it is. And in fact, depending on when you're watching this, you might be able to click below or click somewhere and go look for it because it's probably there. But if you're on live right now, it ain't there, but it's going to be there soon. Okay. So in the space of experience, a couple of years ago, 4 years ago, to be exact, I went live, and this was when Senator Kamala Harris was now running for vice president. She won that, okay? And now, drum roll, now she is running for president of these United. I was gonna say she's running for president of these nuts, but no, these United States of America, and she's great. And I really recognize that when I did that live, because she did something very simple. And I think she did something that, and I taught on it then. It was October 8th, 2020. You can go back on my Instagram feed and you can see it. And here's the thing. She was doing a debate and everybody was interrupting her. And I know we've been in situations where we're having conversations and people are interrupting you. I know that is a case. And she did something very simple, and I highlighted this tactic, and I'm going to share it with you right now. She used a prompt, just a couple of words, and said, I'm speaking. I'm speaking. She let them talk, and then she said, I'm speaking. And then she would pick up where she left off. And then if they were interrupting her, she would say, excuse me, I'm speaking. And I thought it was just a really, really powerful tactic that, sometimes when we are in it and we're in a meeting or we're having conversations and it gets kind of heated and you be feeling it rise and you be like, no, they didn't. And then they be like, yes, I did. You really don't even know what you're supposed to say. And it's like, Shahara, how do I go into it with these scripts? Well, this one's really simple. It's just, I'm speaking. I'm sorry. I'm speaking. Excuse me. I'm speaking. Matt, whoever, I'm speaking. And just use that as to interject. I'm speaking. She did it in the debates then, and she probably going to do it again this time, right? She's definitely probably going to use that. And so I say use that as a tactic when you find yourself showing up in spaces and it becomes these difficult conversations and people are kind of interjecting and you know that you have the floor. Just say, I'm speaking. It was on a clip, a lady today I saw somewhere on the internet, and she had to tell, oh girl, excuse me, I'm speaking. You speak, I speak. You speak, I speak. And now I'm speaking, right? So allow yourself to take that tactic and, just like this chapstick, and then like put it in your pocket. Like I don't have a pocket, but sometimes, we got these pockets, right? And keep it there, hold it close to your chest so that when you do find that opportunity presents itself and it's getting hot and heated and you know that somebody's interrupting you, but you know that you actually are supposed to be the one talking. I'm speaking. Pull that thing out, right? Now that's the easy tactic. I'm just throwing that out there, right? Because we find ourselves in these situations and we need to know how we might transition. I feel that's a really easy way to transition. I'm speaking. Woo! Now, for those of you who actually then decide that I'm going to do that, there's a couple of things that happen magically. And I'm just going to tell you like essentially what happens magically when you position yourself and you just say, I'm speaking. It gives you an opportunity to slow your heart rate down. You start to breathe and then you can focus. And then you know that you're going to be able to deliver a message that's a little bit more concise, a little bit more to the point. And then the likelihood of you walking away and saying, I should have said this and I should have said that, that goes down. If you just say, I'm speaking, it allows you some time to gather your thoughts, right? The second thing that happens when you say, I'm speaking, it also now makes you the leader in the room. Because you're telling somebody what to do without telling them to shut up, right? Be quiet, Instead, I'm speaking, right? People listen. It sets the tone. You're managing the tone. You're managing the conversation. So it really puts you in a space. It'll put you in a leadership position, and that of a grounded, very composed type of leader. On top of that, and it's a graceful way. I remember watching the video. The time before when I talked about Vice President Kamala, and I had people in the comments who said it was tactful and it showed so much grace. So there's so many different things that one little prompt, I'm speaking, can do for you. Now, I am also on a mission to affirm some things for myself. And these might be things that you might want to affirm for yourself. So even if you don't find yourself in a difficult conversation, even if you don't find yourself, about to go toe to toe, square up with somebody, but you know that there's a great opportunity for you to use your voice in a way that not only positions yourself as the leader, but also has a means to be able to change the environment, change your space, change the people around you. But it does require you to speak up. And sometimes we don't do that. Use I'm speaking as a way to affirm your capability. Use I'm speaking as a way to bring in how you envision and see yourself into the very present moment. I'm speaking, right? I'm speaking. You know what? In real talk, y'all, I had to give myself that pep talk before I even got on here. And I got to tell myself I'm speaking more. If I want to be speaking more, and y'all probably like, Shahar, you talk all the time, right? But even just here on these on these internets, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no reason why I shouldn't be talking to y'all all the time. Ain't no reason why. But I just be chilling. I be at the crib. I got a rooftop, and I got a baby pool. I've been having champagne, hanging out with my friends in real life, IRL. But there is a greater desire that I have, and it is to speak more. It is to be on more stages. It is, look at the thigh. I'm on the internet. I got to do a little something to get some attention. But I want to be on more stages. I want my voice to be able to change the spaces and the places that I'm in. And I want to be able to transform cultures, the culture of how we show up, the culture of how we speak, what speaking is about, what communication is about, how are we facilitating connection. There's so many different ways that I feel like I can influence and support people. But in order to really affect that change in the way that I want to, I need to be speaking more. So I need to be speaking on here more. So I'm speaking. So I might be calling y'all to do it. I might be, yelling at y'all, encouraging y'all, empowering y'all to speak more and speak up. But it's the same thing. I'm telling you, I've got to do it for myself. It is a muscle that you have to just exercise. And I'm in practice when it comes to communicating and teaching and coaching. I'm doing it every day. But in the ways that I really desire doing it, I'm not doing it as much. I need to be on more stages. I want to do more keynotes. I want to deliver more workshops that provide people with more access with the tools and the resources that we have in order to get you to go from feeling like you're constantly second guessing yourself as a communicator to one that's extremely confident and influential. I got the confidence. I got the authenticity. What else do I need? I need more influence, right? And how do you do that? Through speaking. So even in the moments where I feel like I'm not speaking enough, guess what I need to tell myself? I'm speaking. And it's the same thing you need to tell yourself too. So thank you, Vice President Kamala Harris, for giving us this prompt as a tactic in navigating difficult conversations. That's a tactic for positioning ourselves to be the leader in a room when we speak up. That's a tactic for affirming us, affirming ourselves. I'm speaking. Use it. Don't lose it. Know what I mean? So I am done here. Thank you to everybody that's joined in. I'm speaking tomorrow. I am speaking tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be speaking. I'm hosting Melanin Minds mental health conference here in Houston, Texas. DM me mental. Just DM me mental. If you happen to see this is right now. I'm doing this on July. What's today? Today is July 24th. Oh no, sorry. Today is July 25th. If you're watching this July 25th and you're going to be in Houston, Texas, July 26th, July 27th, July 28th of 2024, then DM me mental and I'll send you my discount code if you want to attend, purchase a ticket. But I'm going to be emceeing. I'm going to be speaking all this weekend. I'm speaking. So I'm going to be going live while I'm there because this is the new thing, right? So anyways, so good to see everybody. Hey, Courtney. I'm so happy to see everybody. I will be back for real, because, I be telling y'all to do the same things. I need to be doing the same things. I need to practice. I practice a lot of what I preach, but not all of what I preach. But that's true for everybody. We know that's true for everybody. You be over there too. You be over there too, telling people what to do when it's the same stuff you need to be doing too. Am I right? I'm right. Okay, but anyway, so stay tuned. I'll be back soon. But thank y'all for tuning in. Peace out.